Monorail? No.
Too expensive. I wouldn't go on it.
I love the monorail.
We come here all the time.
Even if it's taken off or not taken off, it doesn't make a difference.
The Sydney monorail has been serving for 25 years since 1988. It has been criticised since the beginning. Professor Gary Glazebrook from the City Council explained the reason why it has been a failure as a regular infrastructure to move passengers.
Well, when it was first designed, it was intended to service the casino, and the casino was going to be located on the eastern side of Darling Harbour, near Pyrmont Bridge. In the end, they changed the location of the casino and built it over the other side. So as a result of that, the monorail probably never had the number of passengers that they originally expected when they were designing it.
Now the government has decided to rebuild the convention centre. Part of the development will involve relocating the monorail, but the cost of this is too high. So the government came up with a new idea.
They're going to put light rail into the city, and that's going to be decided in the next month or two. And then they'll be able to utilise the light rail system to actually run up George Street and into the city proper, which means that the monorail will become a bit redundant.
Dr. David Hensher doesn't agree with light rail plan. Having done many years' research in city transport, he thought to increase the walking capacity in the CBD area could be a better choice.
Well, the CBD of Sydney is very small. I'm absolutely delighted that the government's decided to build a travelator from Wynyard Station to Barangaroo, and you just stand on it and it takes you to your destination.
Will his suggestion be accepted or not? We have to wait for another 2 months until the release of the New South Wales Long-Term Transport Master Plan. Almost everywhere, public transport runs a loss. It's heavily relying on government's subsidy. But Professor Gary Glazebrook said it's time for the government to make an investment.
Sydney really had a very good public transport system back in the 1930s. The problem is that we haven't really extended or expanded that enough over the last 60, 70 years. So we've been living off the legacy, if you like, of what was done in the early part of last century.
Sydney is a big city with 4.5 million people, and it's going to be heading for 7 million by 2050. It's believed that the removal of the monorail is just the beginning of the big change in the city transport system. Zhang Zhang for Sydney News.